What it is, what it do, cyber world. It is your girl, the one, the only Ash Said It. AshSaidIt.com, AshSaidIt.com. Welcome to the Ash Said It Daily Podcast Show. I appreciate you guys for all of your love and support. Over 1,400 episodes and 500,000 streams worldwide. None of this would be possible without you guys, so I thank you so very much. And I know that we're still living a bit of a quarantine life, you know? We're still kind of social distancing for a minute. This is undoubtedly our new normal for a while. But that doesn't mean that you still can't have a good time, all right? You can enjoy some good treats. So I have with me today founder and CEO of Maya's Cookie, the wonderful Maya. Hey, Maya.
Hello. Hi, how are you today?
I am great. How are you doing today?
I am fabulous. Thank you so much for having me on. I'm a fan, so I'm honored to be on as a guest.
I appreciate that. So, Maya, where part of the country are you holding down right now?
I am in sunny San Diego, California, where it's 73 degrees year-round.
You are getting some beautiful weather then. And that's where it's at. I mean, you know, you guys are right there at the coast, and wow, y'all getting some pretty awesome weather.
Oh yes, America's finest city with the weather.
It is definitely. So, Maya, how did things start with this brand?
Well, I am a former vegan. Well, I'm still vegan, but I'm a former 30-year fitness instructor, personal trainer with a sweet tooth, and I'm vegan. So I ate clean all week long, and on my cheat day, I wanted a vegan dessert that was close to what I remember before I was vegan, and I just couldn't find a delicious cookie on the market, so I veganized a classic chocolate chip cookie and made it my own. And that was 15 years ago when there weren't a lot of vegan options out there. I was a unicorn, a vegan personal trainer, everyone's worst nightmare. So that was how this whole journey started, was my wanting to have a delicious plant-based Mrs. Fields type cookie that was chewy and sweet and decadent.
Yes. So from there, from your desire to have this cookie and making it, how did it become an idea to share it with people?
Well, being a personal trainer, I would give these cookies to my clients on their birthdays and whatnot, trying to show them that you can still eat plant-based and have your treats and they still are delicious. And word spread, people liked my cookies. I had a reputation. My kid, I have 3 sons, and I would send them to school with those cookies, and all the kids at school loved them. And they would, Mrs. Madsen, do you have any of your cookies? And so, you know, I thought, I wonder if people really are just trying to make me feel good, or if these cookies actually have some merit. So I decided to enter our state fair, our county fair. And I entered 2 recipes, and I came in first and second place with the 2 recipes. So I thought, okay, I think I have something here. Yeah. And the turning point for me, Ash, was my 2 oldest sons were in college at the same time. They're 2 years apart. And for me as a mom, sending these brown boys out into the world, I wanted to make sure that they had a seat at the table, and I promised them a college education, and it was important to me. But when I was faced with that double tuition bill, I realized I needed to figure out a way to bring in some extra revenue to fulfill that promise. And that's when I decided to start selling these cookies at local farmers markets. And that was 5 years ago.
Wow. That is amazing. Well, first off, you know, kudos to you, of course, but I have to, put this out into the universe. You have, grown children, sons, college age. You talk about your sons were in college?
Yes. I have grown folks, boys.
All right, that's it. Okay, we're making a public announcement right here and now. Ash is going vegan. Because I seen your picture on your website, Maya, and I'm like, okay, she's like little 20-something. You got grown kids. Now, see, that's it. I'm going vegan. That's it, y'all. I'm just putting that out into the universe. Let y'all hear it. I'm putting it out into the world. I'm going vegan because you look awesome. Okay?
Thank you.
Whatever you doing.
Thank you.
I forgot the rest of my doggone questions. Okay. That is awesome, though. No, that's a really, because I mean, I think that everything happens for a reason, and for whatever reason, for you, like you said, getting the word out there about it and going to different farmers market and that was my next question for you, your moment of confirmation, but that had to be confirmation right there. You're going to farmers market and selling cookies to strangers, and everybody's loving the cookies.
Yeah, well, it wasn't easy. It wasn't, I had to start this business. When I started the business, I had to ask everybody that walked by my booth at the farmer's market to taste. So for 5 hours or however long the farmer's market was, I was standing there asking thousands of people, come try a sample. So I had to hustle those cookies because people weren't just going to walk by and try the cookies, and they're vegan. So people would see that vegan sign and be like, ooh, no. Because everyone had, this was 5 years ago, veganism wasn't as pronounced as it is now. So yes, it was a hustle. I had to ask everybody. But once the word spread that I had these cookies, and they weren't just your regular cookies. I wanted flavors that I remember back in the 80s going to Mrs. Fields at the mall. I wanted white chocolate macadamia. I wanted, marble. I used to love marble fudge cake in the 70s, so I created that into a cookie, s'mores. So these cookies weren't your average everyday. They were a nice gourmet, decadent, plant-based treat. So once the word spread amongst the vegan community in San Diego that I was out there selling these cookies, that's when I started to gain a nice following, and that's when everything started happening for me. So, yes.
Wow. Wow. For you, from inception to now, what would you say has been your proudest moment with the cookies?
Oh, my proudest moment? Well, 1 year into the business, a major publication, a vegan publication, put out an article, and it was titled 5 Plant-Based Brands That Are Revolutionizing Veganism in America. And my brand was number 2 on that list.
Get it. Yes.
And that gave me, confirmation that I'm heading in the right direction, doing the right thing. That was probably my proudest moment.
That's amazing. Wow. Okay, so let's talk about some offerings, because you after all the time that has spanned and all the different experiences that you've had to expand and really get the word out there about your brand, you guys are not just cookies anymore. You got a whole bunch of other stuff going on. So how did you branch off from the cookies into everything else culinary?
Well, Ash, we only do have cookies. We have some merch, but most of our product is all cookies that are my takes on desserts. For instance, right now, my favorite cookie this week is the caramel pecan, and that is a cookie based on my travels to New Orleans, and I couldn't try the pecan candies because there weren't any vegan offerings, so I came back from my trip and veganized it and turned it into a cookie. So it's all cookies, but they're just cookies based on my favorite desserts. Yeah,
and I guess I should have phrased it like that. Like you've got like not just plain just cookies, snickerdoodle. No, you've got like for real, like I'm seeing like chunks of marshmallow in cookies. I'm seeing Fudge of stuff. I'm like, okay, I've never seen a cookie look like that before. So to me it's like, okay, wow, this is more than a typical just a cookie. No, like you've put your own kind of your water print on these desserts.
Exactly. So I take popular desserts and I try to veganize them and turn them into a cookie, basically, is what I'm doing. And, they're all plant-based, so there's no cholesterol, and high blood pressure and cholesterol. Those are 2 things that plague our community. So, you can still have your desserts and keep your cholesterol down.
Absolutely. I'm telling you, y'all, if y'all don't already know, go and hit up Maya's. All right. So last but certainly not least, what advice do you have for any aspiring female entrepreneurs out there?
Girl, put your big girl pants on and get it done. You have to believe in yourself, because no one's going to believe in you as much as you believe in yourself, in your heart. And there's going to be people that'll lift you and people that'll try to bring you down, but you need to make sure that you're following your heart and your passion and know your why. My why is because I promised a college education to my boys, and that continues to be my why, because I still have one more in college, and just get it done. Listen to your heart.
I love it. I love it. Maya, thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate you so much.
You are so welcome. My pleasure.
And let everybody know the best way to get in contact with you guys, of course, to get some cookies, and, of course, your social media.
Yes. So if you would like to see what we have, it's mayascookies.com. And our social media is Maya's Cookies San Diego. We're going to have a special discount code for Ash's followers, and that is Ash10, and you'll get 10% off your order. And we would love to see some orders come through with that discount code. And Ash, I can't wait to get you a box of cookies too.
All right, that works. We appreciate that. And thank you so much for joining us. And thank everyone that's tuned into the show and been downloading through this pandemic craziness. We're going to make it through eventually. It's going to be a bit of a challenge, but you know what? We're going to make it happen. And I just want to tell anyone to tell you that you can't do what you want to do. You look them square in the face. You tell them, don't believe me. Just watch. Watch what I do. Right. Watch me make it happen. Watch me make history. That's what we're doing this for, the history books. Social media is nice, but real life, so much better. Until next time, you guys.
Absolutely.
Bye.